Afternoon Express.
18. Kailangan ako nag-test ka na sa Afternoon Express.
Ito na lang ko, ma'am.
Nakita nila ka, ma'am, na daw.
You can do it at the lunch hour.
Yeah, I can. Kan sabi kita kayo. It's fine. Ketawa na kayo.
Para ko.
Ato na eh. Nagtag-tag. Ako usually need that 2 hours. Like, what are you saying?
From next week.
Okay, it will be effective on Monday, not now. Alrighty, the lovely Bible is
Even when we are cooking now, so just keep on doing
Hi, big. Big. Yeah, big guy. Which girl? The one Skittles. She's blonde. Orang was it? Hey, you can only do like this. Not 90, regular, so 90. She's a guest. That's me. Be all crazy.
AJ, come.
She's part of it.
Summer when you're afraid of me. Before I even knew her name, la la la. It felt like a la la, yeah, no. Somehow your moonlight, lead us for hours in the sun, tequila sunrise. Her body feel right in my hands, like la la. It felt like a la la la. When you call me señorita, I wish I could pretend I didn't need you. Not every touch is true, it's true love. Oh, I should be around you. Oh, you know I love you when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave you.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I believe that everybody's going to have a beautiful morning from now on. Since your host, that is myself, Lady Toinin, I'll be holding you down for the next hour. So I have beautiful guests. So today we are taking all things rejection, we're taking all things emotional. We are on youth with Toy and Joey. The lovely Joey is my host for today. So lady and gentlemen, you are welcome to my show.
Thank you.
It's good to have you guys. So I'll start with the lady. No, actually, let me just give my co-host the honor to introduce himself, and then we can move on to the lady, and then you're the last.
Like everybody knows.
Can I tell you to do that?
Come on, girl.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Yes.
Like everybody knows, girl. It's the one and only, the
The
lovely,
lovely,
the bubbly
Joey.
And the builder.
In the building. Yourself?
I'm Loretta Nsabela.
Lorato, and you'd like to be called Lolo, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Lolo on studio looking fly. It's not cold out here because she's looking hot. Right? Alright, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for having me in the studio. My name is AJ, aka the microphone assassin.
Alright.
Thank you.
Assassinate the microphone.
Come through. Thanks
Alright.
for joining us, AJ.
Thank
So,
you.
like we said, welcome again, viewers at home and listeners. This is Youth with Toy and Joey, and we are taking all things rejection. We are going to talk about things that are seemingly mundane to the human eye, but we know they play a very huge role in how you are going to build up your life or where you're going to drive your ship to. So, what do you guys know when we say, what comes to your mind actually when we say rejection? What is rejection to you in your own words or your experiences?
I believe that when you are talking about rejection, according to how I understand things, or how I remember very well, I believe that when you do something or you are aimed at doing something and you have expectations of how those things are going to be coming out or to turn out, thank you. Then all of a sudden it doesn't come according to how you wanted them to do or how you expected them to come out, you understand? Or when you applied something or you applied for something, then from there doesn't turn according to how you expected it to be. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm following right through what you're saying. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think for me, rejection, it's about, pushing something or something away. But there's so many different types of rejection.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to get there. I just wanted the definition so that we can then spread into other areas of that. Ms. Lolo, do you have any idea or any way you like to describe rejection in terms of encounters or
I
your knowledge?
think just to add onto what AJ said, it's like not your expectations being met.
That is rejection. So yeah, like you guys have said, I don't think there's much to add on to that. But yeah, basically rejection is feeling left out. It's some sense of feeling. We need to acknowledge the fact that it's an emotional thing. So you feel rejected because maybe somebody said something to you or you were disconnected from a particular feeling or even station of identity or belonging.
Or emotions are touched.
Yes, that could be it. So, what could be the causes of rejection? Or what are the
I believe that some of the causes of rejection is that probably the things that you wanted to do, then you didn't meet the requirements, then obviously or automatically that you're going to be rejected. You understand? Yes, probably one of the causes because you didn't meet the requirements, or the other party, the second party, that you wanted to relate with, and they realize that no, this person doesn't meet the requirements.
Absolutely, that's true.
Joey, you're just not good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Joey, you wanted to mention something earlier
About
the types of rejection before we can continue. I'd like us to spread into that. So please do fill us in.
I don't really know, all types of rejection, but I know it's about, social rejection.
Yes. Do you mind explaining that is so that we expand it before we can get to the other types?
Social rejection is about being rejected, people rejecting you into doing, specific things, what about, event stuff, I don't know, especially friends. So I would like to take it, social rejection is when you really want to maybe interact with people and there isn't that room for you. So there is a rejection from your company or the company that's in that particular room. Okay. Have you guys experienced social rejection before? No, I don't think I have experienced.
You haven't?
No.
AJ?
Yes, I believe that I've experienced rejection.
Yeah. It's not pleasant. Never. Rejection can never be pleasant.
I feel sometimes it's because we're sensitive.
Yeah.
And you know, like when someone rejects you, it's not always like that. It's in plain sight.
Yeah.
They don't reject you in plain sight like that. They should have put the rejection.
Yeah.
But
Right.
when because you're sensitive, it hits hard.
Yeah, I understand. Any other type of rejection? We have family rejection, we have romantic rejection as well.
I think romantic does not fall under social rejection because, social rejection is about being rejected by a group of people.
Or that you want to associate yourself with or socialize
Yeah.
with. It could be, your family, could be a loved one, like a partner. Yes, so family rejection hits hard. I don't know if you guys have been in that kind of setting.
I always wanted to understand what's the cause of family rejection. Maybe somebody will clarify that one for me. Because I always know that there's always some familiar relations
Yes.
like you stated.
Yeah. There are always roots to things, AJ, I believe. So in a setting of that manner, that is family, you will find out that it's a sibling thing sometimes where, let's say our parents are siblings and them themselves, brother and sister, have their own thing going on there. It then spreads to us as the kids, as the next generation. So there's going to be that kind of vibes, jealousy that's going to spread, and then I'm just automatically going to reject you and want nothing to associate with you. So it could be because of that sibling rivalry. Success could cause such things like that. I could be jealous because you're successful and I want nothing to do with you because I feel you're progressing way better than myself. You get what I mean? As my cousin or my sibling, and because we do find rejection from siblings as well. Literally any human being can reject the other. Or spaces, anything. And it's automatic, it's a human nature thing. Or it's a thing that exists amongst ourselves.
But
so we can't avoid it.
Alright, but it is a necessity for somebody looking at somebody's progress to be able to be jealous for the other party, like looking at their progress. Do you think is the right way, or is it very, very possible to cause jealousy between people?
It is.
It is.
Is it?
It is. What do you think, Ms. Lolo?
As you said, among siblings.
Yeah.
It really causes a lot of
Yeah, definitely.
Like, let's say you're the first one,
Yeah.
and the last one.
Yeah.
Then I'm progressing more than
Yeah.
the parents tend to like me more than
Then
Because
right.
you're bringing
Yeah,
something to the table.
definitely.
So
Absolutely.
the parents, they like
useless,
people who are progressing.
Not
exactly,
really.
not
Not in
really.
every family you find that kind of mindset or setting, but it does exist. Yeah.
so you just tend to feel left out. Okay, maybe
And
I'm just not
rejected,
good
not
enough.
wanted,
Yeah, not
yeah.
good enough.
Yeah, that's it. So ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into Youth with Joey and Toy. So we're going to take a quick musical break. Do get your earbuds on the lookout for us because we have more.
Thank you.
I'm going under, and this time I fear there's no one to save me. This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy.
Did you manage to solve the
I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way, and I'm not day, now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. And let my guard down, and then you pull it out. I was getting kinda used to being
What is something I want to venture into? I don't know why.
and I tend to close my eyes when it hurts. Sometimes I fall into your arms. I'll be safe in your sound till I come back around.
They're not
days into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved, but now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you
These 5
loved.
minutes in each and every show that he's going to be participating in so that he can see.
And that's it. We all need somebody to love. We all need to be loved. We are taking our sense of rejection. Welcome back again to Use with a Toy and the lovely, the bubbly Joe. What are the causes? Actually, what are the effects that rejection has on us as a human beings?
Damages our self-esteem.
Damages our self-esteem, definitely. Also,
Like when you are rejected, I think your expectations are not met.
yeah,
So you feel very, you know what, I'm just not worth it.
yeah.
So you tend to look down on yourself, like,
All right.
Yeah.
I believe also it causes low self-confidence. It reduces somebody's confidence
It just breaks you.
because when you are rejected, you tend to feel like the things are not going according to how I want them to go, and you feel so very lonely, and your confidence lowers very, very, very much. You understand? So
Yeah.
I believe that's the other way that it kills confidence, rejection.
Yeah, I feel you. Joey?
You know, I think, I think it also causes rejection sensitivity. Rejection sensitivity simply, means like people are now gonna be, not everybody enjoys the feeling of being rejected. Some people, are so fragile and stuff, so you become sensitive.
All right. Okay, so as you guys mentioned, rejection causes a lot of things that include trauma. So I am going to take it to the science world as always. So there are 3 stations in your brain that are very important or that are affected when somebody has trauma or they're processing some kind of negative emotions. So number 1 is going to be amygdala. So amygdala is your emotion and instinct center. Your emotions and instinct center, right? And then we have the hippocampus. So your hippocampus deals with your emotions and your impulses, right? And then the last one is going to be prefrontal complex. Yeah, prefrontal complex. It also deals with your emotions. So when these are affected, as we know that when you feel physical pain, obviously there's a respiratory signals that are sent to the brain to tell you that there's pain in your thumb or whatever. So the brain also has that thing where it senses pain, which is emotional pain, right? Which is emotional pain. So it doesn't only affect us emotionally, it also has a role it plays in our brains or in central nerves or whatever that deals with the brain. So trauma, and also you grow up with it builds up in you as if it's a child thing. Maybe you were bullied. Rejection brings bullying. You can be rejected because you can feel rejected because you're bullied, right? You can feel rejected because you don't look a certain way, so that is lack of confidence. You can be rejected because somebody you thought they had a responsibility of loving you do not love you the way that you wanted to be loved. You get what I mean? Come on, guys, come on, I'm here for you to serve me, for y'all to serve me, so please bring it on. So yeah, anything that you want to add, Joey, as my co-host?
You talked about what you were saying, the thing about the concept of rejection that it's all about the mind and whatnot. Well, when you're affected, you know, you're being sensitive, right?
Yeah.
When you're being sensitive, you look for qualities in everybody. Like you're saying, like, oh my God, what is that? You know, you're looking for qualities that are not there in people.
Yeah.
To you know, to make up for that rejection.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
When you are rejected, you tend to have loss of esteem, leading to inferiority complex. Inferiority complex meaning looking down on yourself. You understand?
Yeah, that's
you
true.
tend to look down on yourself, automatically leading to loss of confidence within yourself. You understand?
So you're just never good enough.
Exactly.
Whatever that you try, it never works out.
Yeah.
So
It
you're
never
not
works
good
out.
enough.
And you tend to think that other people are very inferior over you, even those ones who are very younger than you.
Yes.
Even within a family setup,
Yeah.
you see that these people, they believe that they are better than me,
And you
even
just
though they're
grow up
younger than me.
traumatized.
Right.
And it also causes family rejection, you understand? Yes.
So, are you guys comfortable with sharing your stories from rejection? Whether it was a childhood story, now the present, or whatever, where you felt, yeah, man, this here, I don't feel welcomed. I don't feel like people have.
With me, I'll share just a very simple story of my rejection.
Yeah.
That's
Please do,
when
AJ. That's what we're here for.
Yes, that's when I realized that rejection is not so very good. And
Yeah,
it's not,
obviously.
it's not good for anybody else.
Yeah.
You know. That's when I was. I'm a football fanatic. I'm a football
Okay.
player as well, and
Alright.
I'm also a fitness fanatic.
Oh,
I
that's
play
amazing.
football. So
New discovery.
when I
Yeah.
started football when I was young, at my ages, I used to be. When you venture into something, when you are new, it's not that you will be very, very excellent towards
On it,
achieving
yes.
or
You're
on it,
just, you learn, yeah.
You learn.
Mhm.
You understand.
Yeah.
So when I was venturing into football at a tender age, I used to play with people who are very expertise, or the people who are.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be trying by all means to
Cleans the
feed,
lacrines,
to
yeah.
feed into the proper team, and I won't be performing very well because first thing first, I'm not physically fit. You
Yes.
understand? I'm
Right.
not also emotionally fit to
Yeah.
withstand the challenges that I face across the people I meet, especially older people that I'm always playing
Yeah.
around with. So,
Yeah.
so I was always rejected at the football pitch because I
Yeah,
wasn't
same.
physically fit, I wasn't emotionally fit.
And you felt it, you saw
And I
it.
felt it, but I always wanted to
Can I
do
ask you
this.
a
You know, I
question?
had that feelings to do that.
Yeah.
Don't you think you were being insignificant due to your mood because you were rejected? I'm just asking.
Yes, insignificance is part of that rejection. I felt that you
Yeah.
know, it seems like I'm not so significant into the
Yeah.
team.
Into the team.
So
Yeah.
I felt so very rejected. You understand? So I had to be very strong in order for me to avoid being lonely and
Yeah.
Feeling like
being
everyone is
overwhelmed
just
with
Yeah.
the feeling of
So what is
rejection.
that, AJ? Were they not talking to you? Were they not giving you a good spot? What is
See-
it? What are they?
Since I was trying to do other things which are very big when I was still young, they never wanted to talk to me. I thought maybe they realized, how can this young person try
Be
to do
here.
something or
Yeah.
try to compete with older people who are already better?
see.
So why can't we just let him do this so that he
Yeah.
can just leave it by himself
Yeah.
and drop it
Like
and
you
come at it
said.
at the right age? You
Yeah.
understand? Yeah.
Alright. Alright, AJ. Lolo, do you have a story that you want to share with us?
It's too personal.
It's too personal.
Alright.
Fine.
It's fine.
It's
It's
Or
fine.
anything that you've like
Anything.
seen,
Huh?
or somebody's story that you can share with us. You don't have to disclose names, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me talk about this one.
Yeah.
As we in my grandmother's house,
Yeah.
it's an extended family.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to talk about this.
Yeah, no, you don't have to make it personal. You don't have to make it about you.
And
Have
don't
you
mention
seen
names.
rejection happen? I mean, I believe
I
you're a
did a
girl,
lot
you
of-
hang around
a
with your
lot.
chiquitas,
On
and
different
then
occasions.
somebody comes to just like, who's this girl? We don't even want to associate ourselves with. You get what I mean? You're at a party, you can pick these things. These things you can pick anywhere.
even
At the
today
weddings and
even
stuff like that.
today when I
That's the
just
experience
walked
I'm
in.
looking for now.
Yeah.
You don't have to dig too
Even
far.
today when I just walked in, I just didn't feel.
Oh, come on, not yay! Yes!
This is content I'm looking
Yes,
for.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not
That can't fit in. That's the thing. But also, mind you, there's rejection and there's some, I don't know if this has a term, feeling like you don't fit in. You're not rejected per se, you just don't fit in. Imagine right now I'm too full of Mapantola. What do you call Mapantola? Guys, the conversations, I wouldn't even be able to dive into the conversation. So I can't fit in. It's not like they're rejecting me. I just can't fit into
It
that.
also has a lot to do with confidence, I think.
Yeah, you get what I mean? Because then I'm going to just sit in my corner and just be myself because I'm just like, no, they're taking stuff that I can't
confident, then
even.
you feel that
You
you're rejected.
rejected.
Sometimes it's just all in the
So,
mind.
child, what I'm driving my point to is you're not rejected. You are yet to gel with us.
Sometimes
It's fine.
just all in the mind. Right?
Yeah, it's just all in the mind, and that's where it starts, right? Joey?
No, about what she was saying, it's about confidence. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
Like you were saying about panzolas, it's
Yeah.
not like they're rejecting you.
Exactly.
It's not your cup of tea. People need to
Exactly.
realize this thing.
Absolutely. Alright, it's getting heated, so we're going to go for a musical break. It's Youth with Joey and Toy. Please do stay tuned in.
Rejection is more into deep in it. It's irritating.
But sometimes you overgo the rejection.
I've never been rejected.
But it's
So,
almost lifetime trauma, right? Yeah. Rejection can be traumatizing.
Straight away, do you know about RSD? Eh? There's something called rejection sensitivity dysphoria. Dysphoria.
With the bubble
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, viewers at home, listeners as well. This is the Youth with Joey and Toy, joined by the lovely Miss Lolo and taking all things emotions. So, moving on, Joey, you wanted to ask a question while we are offline.
Oh
So,
my God,
bring it
come
on. What is it that you wanted to say?
I want to ask you, like, do you know that there's something called rejection dysphoria?
Dysphoria. What
I don't
does
know.
dysphoria mean?
Dysphoria
from there.
it's a Greek word.
Uh-huh.
Comes from a Greek word. Is it fear of what? I don't know. It's something. Google it, go.
Guys, like we said earlier, I think Lolo emphasized this point that it's all in the mind. Sometimes we can form rejection in our mind.
Exactly.
You can reject yourself and feel like everything around is rejecting you. There's
But
a
it's
problem.
not rejection.
But
No.
but it's not rejection. You're adding on to my point.
Yeah, I'm adding on to
Okay,
your point.
thank you. I'm like, Joey, are you going to make me feel dumb right now? That is fine. Yes, basically it is. It's something that's guys, being a human being is the most challenging thing because our mind is constantly thinking and creating stuff and all that. So the ladies earlier, if you missed the Beauty Blackout, do tune in tomorrow. They spoke about my code, which is feeding from a bowl of affirmations. So I guess it's just that's there, building your confidence and whatever, because then such things wouldn't really
traumatize you. They can affect you, but they won't traumatize you. I mean, trauma is another thing. Yeah, trauma is another thing. Joey?
You want me to add on something about trauma? Huh? You know, we're talking about trauma. You know, I'm not really, good when it's about trauma and stuff. But when it comes to trauma, well, I think the best way to deal with trauma in these situations is to keep calm.
Yeah.
You know, don't be hesitate, into making decisions while, just be calm.
Yeah.
With that being said, and adding on what you're saying, with me, trauma, I believe it's a mixture of anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when those things come together, they cause trauma.
Yeah.
So that somebody who has trauma, they won't be feeling okay. That's when they develop the feeling of rejection.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
When things are not going right according to how they want them to be.
Absolutely, that's true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Mm.
So, I honestly believe that a good foundation will help you build a good house. The wall, the roofing, everything will be perfect as long as you have the foundation right.
Alright.
So, what I'm driving my point to is I think growing up in a good setting could eliminate threats like feeling rejected. So if you grew up in a very loving family, supportive family, and obviously there are challenges, but I mean, even at school, I would like to say I had that kind of environment. So things like rejection really don't have me to the neck that much. So I grew up in a good family. Not that I'm blowing my own horn, whatever, and good school environments, Halila, there were challenges, of course, but so certain things like that, like foundations, laying your foundation. So I'm basically saying this to our generation that we're yet to have kids, right? We should try by all means to create that kind of environment for our kids. And if people already have kids and stuff, they should try and expose the good environments to their kids. So mothers at home and daddies and guardians, can we just try and make it more comfy and accommodating for our kids so that you don't feel rejected everywhere, even when you're not rejected. Imagine, hey guys, I mean, we spoke about romantic rejection, because now you're going to go look for things that you could have got at home from another person, and you feel like the world is rejecting you. Because I was simply rejected by AJ. I don't know why I'm using you, but yeah, it's fine. I was rejected by AJ, and I'm going to feel like everything around me is rejecting me. You get what I mean? When I go to a job interview and I don't make it, I'm going to take it back to my relationship with AJ. Oh yeah, hey, he told me I wasn't beautiful. So clearly this manager sees that I'm not the right person for the brand. You get what I mean? Now you're getting rejection everywhere, basically. You get what I mean? So a good foundation, I think, is what I'm advocating for.
And
basically.
With that one, young people who grow up with not so very good foundations, they tend to develop trauma and develop rejection.
The foundation
absolutely.
Everything around you is a threat. Trust me. Every compliment or comment is a threat.
You'll be like,
they're
on my
They
case
end up
now.
being bullies.
They do.
Right. But also, it's not everybody who has privilege to grow up in a good environment or a good home, obviously. So I take it that, like I said when I was introduced, opening up the show, that these are seemingly mundane things. So it's important to get to know yourself. So you know, then there was a crack in my foundation of growing up. So I need to either go to therapy, speak to someone, I don't know what is it that you
It's
really
always
need
hard
to do.
revisiting the memories.
Yeah, right. But that's okay. Confronting your inner child, it's something that you really need to do. And being honest with your inner child. I actually have trauma from being bullied, from being rejected, from being called names and stuff like that. So it's a journey, you get what I mean? You're always en route with that to say, but this is the action that I'm going to take. I'm going to see therapy, I'm going to try and talk to someone, you're basically going to seek for help because you're doing it for yourself.
Right.
You get what I mean? So that not everything around you is a threat, because you will miss out on a lot of things because of your thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those people who tend to develop trauma, they realize that if they can't cope with stress and anxiety,
Yeah.
they always wait for things to change.
Yeah.
Understand? And
Right.
they always think people are the ones who can change the current situation.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Adding on what he says, trauma
Absolutely.
can add pain to the brain, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
I think people should not rely on other people to survive, because nowadays most people do that. Because when I'm sad, I need Toy to come and tell me, oh
Yeah,
my God,
it's
I'll be
okay.
fine. And that is okay.
Yeah.
It's not good. You need to be on yourself, introspect on yourself.
Most definitely.
Exactly.
They tend to, they tend to forget that.
Yeah,
change.
people need to heal. I'm sorry. We need. I think everybody, like I'm saying, it's a journey. You are en route with that all the time. It doesn't
Exactly.
happen overnight. It might take you until eternity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take your time and heal.
Yeah,
They
take
tend to
time,
change.
heal, confront your inner child. People should also normalize alone time, because with alone time you get to introspect and find out your scars and your wounds that are not healed but you thought were healed and stuff like that. So yeah,
They shouldn't forget that change doesn't happen when circumstances.
yeah, right,
Rather,
absolutely.
change happens when you, as an individual, decide to improve your circumstances.
Absolutely, guys. It's heated in here. It is heated.
How do you allow yourself to heal from rejection, guys?
Pardon?
How do you allow yourself to heal from rejection personally?
Personally.
Personally, how do you allow yourself to heal from rejection?
With me, healing from rejection, I believe that I start by my inner self. I sit down and think what might have went wrong. Then I start coming up with things that can solve my problems. Even though some of them I won't be able to solve them, I'll always come up with an idea to talk to a friend to tell them, how can you help me with this kind of a problem, or a family member or someone in relation to me. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
Then from there they come up with ideas on how to solve the problems, looking at the ideas that I have to solve the problem. You understand?
I do.
Then it's a way forward from there.
What about you, Lalo?
Well, for me, I don't open up easily. I don't know why. So like the rejection ends up being leading to social anxiety. So it's just always not easy opening up. So it just builds up inside.
With that being said, I believe that when it builds inside, you have to.
It affects me bad. I can just sit alone, revisit all the events that happened a while ago and just cry. Alone.
I understand what you are saying.
And
Most
that
of
thing leads to something else, like
Can lead
your
to depression.
self-harming, depression, suicidal thoughts.
You just end up locking yourself inside the room and not going out like, you know what, I'm just
eating
going to be
disorders,
rejected.
those are the...
What about you, Toy? What do you do?
No, I believe what you are saying is it can also lead to some people who doesn't know how to deal with these problems. They tend to resort to substances like alcohol and drug abuse. You understand? Trying to solve their problems through using those spirits, those alcohols and substances.
Which
you
is
understand?
bad. Which is
It's
really
bad,
bad.
guys. It's really,
Which is
really,
not
really
good for their
bad.
health as well.
Yeah.
They're abusing the health wise, you understand?
What do you do, Toy?
I am one person who's not afraid with being myself and being true to myself. So I actually have to first identify what could be the problem, and then from there find ways to best deal with them. You get what I mean?
You're all about self-care.
Self-care. I'm a wellness evangelist, guys, and it's honestly the medicine to everything.
One could get tips from you, eh?
Yes.
Because she's perfect.
Yeah, everything
guys,
figured
no.
out. I admire you.
Guys, that's not even the deal. Is it?
Not for me, I think, about rejection. We should just embrace rejection, rejection is part of our lives, part of our everyday lives. So what we just need to do is that it's okay to feel sad. You are gonna feel sad, tomorrow you might be sad. I might be sad now. The thing is, you just need to embrace that and just be okay and just accept that this is life.
Thing is, we just don't heal.
We don't.
We never want to move on.
Exactly.
Don't heal.
Right, so we're going to go for a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in a bit.
For you. I have an army. We have a Hulk. The beast that won it all. You're missing the point. There's no throne. There is no version of this where you come out on top.
Let me infiltrate the beat. Concentrate the heat. If you ain't on my level, can't let me be. I'll be going to the color motion, talking killer rappers. Then I hit my quota and my train of thought is more. I love the more talking reason for it. I got on a stun on my ex and her friends tip. I was Spider-Man whipping the black suit. I was powerful, but I was lost look. Blurring the line between human and artist. Try not to change, but I swear it's the hardest. I swear when you're up, they turn you to a target. Home was a trick, my life is what I'm talking. So, what it take to be an icon? All in your desktop, so I just might already be one. Might meet with the label of deals on the table one time, but I'm down for a free lunch. Just speaking my heat-seeking missiles of hits, but other than me, I see nobody exists. Yo, gassed up, I'm about to go green, go green, go green. Hulk smash if she know me, know me, know me. Right into life like I'm staying late, staying late, staying late. If life's about to be a cold war, I'm the hero that they asked for. Green, green, green. I'm about to go green, green, green. I'm about to go green, green. I'm about to go green. I might be getting a feature of rap. Cause when I hit your beat, I turn shit to Iraq. Dropping bombs like I'm cursing you out. This your house, then I'm kicking you out. Quiet as a mouse, came in the game, not a word is out. I've been lighting the flame. Shit is potent, don't you know it? I've been flowing steady, growing till they know the name. Saw it ahead of time, knew that I get to my losing myself in the beauty, some in the pain. I swear I'm all about peace, I'm a positive person. Wasn't always like that. You know what the things that irritates me. How I push a positive light. How I keep my composure. I'm addressing the mic through these dark nights. Where the Bruce Wayne, what a trick me. There's some truth that I'll let free. Bruce Banner of rap if you ask me. When my will to win and attract me. The secret is I'm always angry. Yo, gassed up, I'm about to go green. Go green, go green. Hulk smash if she know me. Know me, know me. Right into life like I'm staying late. Staying late, staying late. If life's about to be a cold war, I'm the hero that they asked for. Green, green, green. I'm about to go green, green. I'm about to go green, green. I'm about to go green, green.
Man, the world needs better laws. Maybe then we'll be better off. I'm hoping that it comes, but it never does. I just wanna be the man my dad never was. Hear my music is all soul. Just got new grills and they all go. So I got that beef with the po-po. They don't like my style, no, no, no. I don't really give a damn, I keep steering. Switch gears and the fans just keep cheering. No interceptions, no interference. I'm on an A-team, no head cheering. I'm headed for the stage now, they clearing. All the bad women in the building, man. There's bad women in the building. Let's get it started tonight. This one's on me. Let's go downtown tonight. One shot, two shots. I don't really know if I'm counting right. We drink it down so we can live it young. Why? Cause you never know what tomorrow brings in this crazy life. This life, this life, this life. I'm thankful. Even when they say
tomorrow's headline.
oh yeah, this life, this life. This all I got, this life. I'm killing it and anybody talking shit, acting like they're innocent. Well, I just wanna be the one to let you know it's sentiment. I'm kissing on your girl and I lip gloss cinnamon. I love it. You set the bar, I'm above it. Backing down, I never does it. Plus I'm buzzing. You got one, I got a dozen. If she's taken, I hope she got a cousin. Cause she
Alright, that was a quick musical break. Welcome back to TDA, the #1 radio station in the world. Do please visit our website at www.thedowacademy.org. We have treats for your primary, preschool, secondary kids, and we are introducing something new that is it Gina or Sina School? Let me see if you guys know. Is it Gina School or Sina School boarding?
It's a junior school boarding.
Is it?
Uh,
Is it?
Yes.
When
And
will
we
it be
are
effective?
located in Muchudi. That is where we are. You are listening to TDA registration once more with youth, with Toy and Joey, and we're taking all things rejection. We're taking all things societal, things that are seemly, maintained to the natural eye. Welcome back, guys. Are you guys enjoying yourselves?
Yes, so much.
Are you guys okay? You guys are
Yes,
cold? You guys
yes.
are hungry? What's wrong? Are you
No.
fine? Lolo?
My
How's
feet
it?
are freezing. I don't know
Your
why.
feet are freezing. It's your first day today, right? Do you still feel rejected?
Not really. I'm just.
Do you still
No, I
feel
don't think she-
rejected?
No, she doesn't feel rejected.
Lola,
She's
do you
fine.
still? No,
I
AJ,
wouldn't
please
call
let
it
us speak yourself.
rejection. I wouldn't call it
Yeah,
rejection.
so thank God.
Maybe
Thank
it's just
God.
my confidence. It hasn't built up
Yeah,
yet.
and you're still getting to, I mean,
Yeah.
settle and get used to the pace. It's fine, sure. Mr. Joey, my co-host of the
Yes,
Lovely and Bubbly Joey,
Joey.
what's good, Chad? What's popping?
What's popping is, guys, we need to tackle, rejection issues and stuff. The thing is, you need to, have zero tolerance for self-criticism.
Yeah.
Don't criticize yourself over every
Right.
little thing that's happening.
That's right.
That's not good.
That's right.
And we should always sit down and talk about it with some people who are very close to us. You understand? The people who are open to listen to our needs and wants. You understand?
Yeah.
And we shouldn't bottle our feelings because it's not right. It will lead to anxiety, depression, and stress.
How do you
Yeah.
go about opening up? Like, what's the first thing that you
What's the
need
first step to
do?
open up to
Okay,
another
fine.
person?
Now I need help.
Okay, you just have to look for someone in your family or someone you are very close related to, and somebody that you think can be able to listen to you when you confront them. You understand? Tell them your problems or go to Wasasnet. They will help you.
I think, for some people it may work out. For some of us it won't. Like opening about my things to some people. I just, I introspect, to myself, say, I just, I criticize myself in a good way, not in a bad way. I be like, honey, we need to do this, we need to do that. I talk to myself. I'm not good at opening up to other people, listening to my problems.
Yeah.
Social workers also are open to help other people who cannot be able to solve their problems.
Yeah,
on their
that's
own.
true.
You understand?
That's
Yeah.
absolutely true. That's true.
You're listening to only the best internet radio station in the world.
Indeed, you are listening to the best registration in the world. This is TDA. So, guys, we're going to do a little game, the surprise. I wanted to take you guys by surprise.
Right.
So, I am going to test to see if you really got something from today's show. Right? Right?
Yes,
Do you agree?
we do.
So what do we say trauma does to the mind? Or to the brain, rather? Yeah.
You have to say.
Guys,
You have to say.
You have to be like, Joey, what do you think? Or you want us to be like,
No. I gave
When-
you guys 3.
Yeah, I recall you speaking about 3. You forgot the.
Dala.
Okay. Guys, please do register your child
Jay
at the
Lama.
Dao Academy because, guys, we are growing problem solvers at
What
the
are
Dao
you-
Academy. This is not our brand. So please excuse my guest for the day. We do
God, what I
not do this.
remember you talking about, was it Day Lama or what? You talked about something Lama, I'm not lying.
That's what you got, Joey. No, it's fine. If that's what you got, it's okay.
No,
it's
that's
absolutely fine. We move.
And you talk about, something triggering the brain, sending messages to,
Yeah, like when you feel in pain, it all triggers in the brain.
Yeah, that's what she
All
said.
in your heart, yes.
So, do you guys believe that it's not only the emotions that are being affected, right? Yeah, there's something going on internally in your body as well. So, they do have certain effects. So, do we agree that we need to take care of such things, emotional triggers?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we so
because they
very much.
affect more than we think. Yeah.
And the emotions are so very, very fragile because they are the ones who determines what is going to be happening to our physical appearance.
Yeah, definitely. So, Miss Lolo, since it's our first day today, what do you like about our school, TDA? The best school in the country, the continent, the Dao Academy. I get it right tuta. Hey, can I be here to learn? You need a break?
Well, just welcoming.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Alright.
Yeah.
Today.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is a friendly environment for your kids, parents. So please do bring a shout to the Dow Academy. Cause hashtag we are
The
raising.
diamonds.
We are the diamonds. Hashtag Ruti Diamond. Hashtag we are raising problem solvers. So that's all we had in today's show, guys. Thank you guys for joining me today. Miss Lolo, thank you so much. Shout out. I pray that you feel welcome. Yeah, today, not tomorrow. Don't wait for tomorrow. Today. Today.
Now.
AJ, thank you for showing up again. As always, you're a very reliable guest.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joey, my co-host. Ridishapa Jalo.
Go.
All day, Charles.
Every day.
Every day, Mahane. Thank you.
Yes,
It's always a roller coaster riding with you, Mahane. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure, madam.
Yes, it's always so going to close up in music. Do check out our website at www.thedowacademy.org. We cater from preschool, primary, secondary as well. So we'll be introducing our boarding school soon. Please do stay tuned for more. And from me and Joey, we are signing out. Have a lovely afternoon. Grab lunch, a bowl of affirmation. Take care of yourself as COVID. Please do socialize. Put your mask on and sanitizer. Do also register to get yourself vaccinated. Ritibela Mohari. From me, we're signing out. Good day.
It's alright.
I missed the sound. I said you should do that, unfortunately. Alright.
AJ, how do we need to check
I don't even know you when we texting. The turns in the sex in my mind, you've been testing. The one thing I lack is a lack of affection. See, just like my man, I've been stacking my exes. You ain't the one. Since you, I've been sipping this song. You ain't
How do you check for an speaker?
you just fuck up. Say you love me right now, but then prove it to me. I promise
Sana bati nigana gizo la jana na bulu mukana ya.
So for happy.
Ile ko we deal kiki.
This is just me being me, so fuck your opinion. I stick to my vision, making this.
Hello, DJ Victor. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hey Vic.